Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. Today I have tacos. I know I do tacos all the time, but tacos is one of my favorite foods. I have 6 of the Doritos Locos tacos from Taco Bell, the nacho cheese flavor. They gave me a whole bunch of fire sauce. I have jalapeños on deck. And I have some of this Old El Paso zesty ranch sauce to go on the tacos as well. I got the cold Fago Red Pop that I'm going to put over some ice. And then I'm going to say grace. And get to eating. Lord, I thank you for this opportunity. I thank you for this meal. I thank you for this day. Let this food be nourishment to my body. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, y'all. Let's see about these tacos. I really do have 6 of them. Probably should have taken them all out of the wrapper so y'all can see. I hope y'all are having a good day. I'm doing tacos because I missed Taco Tuesday yesterday. I should have been with y'all for Taco Tuesday. So I'm making up for it now. That way we can, you know, still eat our tacos and chit chat, you know. I'm so hungry. But I noticed, like, lately, I'll think I'm hungry and my eyes be bigger than my stomach sometimes. So, like, I might not be as hungry as I really think I am. I like my tacos with a lot of sauce on them. I like a lot of flavor, a lot of sauce. That's on my food in general, though. I like it very flavorful. Gotta have the jalapenos. Some people really don't like jalapenos. I do. Y'all see that? You want some? Does it look good? Delicious. So y'all, I was thinking about how, you know, it's Thanksgiving time, right? And we're all supposed to be in the mindset of being thankful. So I really just wanted to remind you guys to definitely be thankful and to not take things for granted. Big and small. Don't take people for granted. Don't take your job for granted. Don't take your check for granted. Don't take your car for granted. You don't take your siblings for granted. You know what I mean? Your health, the use of your limbs, being able to use the bathroom by yourself. You know what I mean? Because one thing about life that I've learned is what is taken for granted will eventually be taken away. You know what I mean? You won't appreciate something, and then you'll lose it. And you'll sit there and you'll realize just how much you needed whatever or whoever it was. You know what I mean? You'll see just how much you were dependent on that thing or on that person. You see just how much they were doing for you. You see just how much you use your arms and legs every day. You see just how much you need a car. You see just how much you can get done with that check you're getting from your job. You know what I mean? And somebody somewhere is praying for the stuff that you complaining about or the stuff that you taking for granted. You know? Us as humans take each other for granted. You think it's always gonna be there, and you won't show that appreciation, or you know what I mean, abuse the fact that that in your mind it's gonna always be there. And you mess around and not have it at your disposal. You know? You be sitting there like, man. And honestly, y'all, I know I've been harping on or around the topic of mental health awareness a lot. But that's because I keep finding myself having conversations with friends or friends of friends, or, you know what I mean, I see somebody on social media who harmed themselves or got hurt, or, you know what I mean, they're in a really unfortunate situation because they needed help, or they needed to talk to somebody and they couldn't. Or they themselves felt like they were being taken for granted, or they, you know, felt overwhelmed by life itself. So I'm telling y'all, not to take anything or anybody for granted, because I'm telling you, seriously, you'll lose it. Or you'll lose them. And you'll have regrets. Or you'll miss out on what you were supposed to have because you didn't appreciate it. I read about this story about this man who didn't appreciate his wife. She had some health issues, and she had, you know, like 3 or 4 of his kids. And, you know, they're middle age, late 40s. And he found himself, you know, going through something like a midlife crisis, I guess, where, you know, he wasn't satisfied with his wife. She gained weight or whatever. You know, and that comes with just getting older. Like, your body don't burn fat like it used to. I'm sure he wasn't the best looking man in the world either, but he had complaints about her gaining weight. And decided he wanted a younger woman. Ooh, excuse me. And went and got him a younger woman, right? And it was all fun and games, you know, in the beginning. It was cute or whatever. But over time, he started realizing what was important. He started noticing, you know what I mean, things about this new girl. It's like she ain't really have it together. The stuff that he thought should happen naturally, or that she should automatically understand, or the stuff that his wife did, he was expecting her to do, but he thought that just kind of came with being with somebody. And really, he was just blessed to have a good woman, but now you stuck with somebody that ain't doing none of that. And it's really starting to hit you. You really just L'd yourself out. You really just, you know what I mean, threw a real one away. Because in your mind, she let herself go. She gained weight or whatever. She was still a good woman. She was still doing right by you. Now you stuck with somebody that ain't nowhere near the type of woman, you know, his wife was. And he had to face the fact that he took her for granted, you know. And she eventually lost the weight. Pulled it together. Got in the gym, went for a walk, you know what I mean, here and there. Started taking better care of herself. And part of it was getting him out the picture. She wasn't worried about his sorry self no more. She started taking better care of herself. And boom. She, you know what I mean? Looking good, feeling good, glowing. Snatched. And he's somewhere sick. You cannot take people for granted. You cannot abuse what they bring to the table. You cannot abuse, you know what I mean, certain privileges that come with having people in your life. You know what I mean? I recently hurt my knee. I'm not even sure how I hurt it. It just was really swollen and it hurt, and it was like a lot of pressure. It was a really crazy thing. I had never really had problems with my knee or anything like that. I didn't hurt it, but I didn't realize just how much I used my knee until I couldn't really use it, you know? The use of my limbs was something that I took for granted. I didn't realize just how much I bend my knee or how much I use it to function and get around. Getting in and out the bed, getting in and out the car, walking up the steps, you know? Like, it was a real task doing those things, simple stuff. All because my knee was hurt. And it made me appreciate when my knee was, you know, working normally. And it made me get, you know, feel like I can't wait till my knee is better. I can't wait till I'm at a point where my knee is back in good shape. I think this is number 4, y'all. Kids, don't take your parents for granted. Love them while they're here. Grandparents too. Treat them right. Say thank you. Do something nice for them sometimes. You know, let them know I appreciate you being my parent. I appreciate you bringing me into this world. I appreciate whatever it is that you be doing for me. It doesn't go unnoticed. I'm thankful for you. Vice versa. Parents don't take your kids for granted. You got some parents that lean on their kids like a spouse or like a friend. You know what I mean? Don't abuse the fact that you're their parent and do stuff to provoke them. Or, you know what I mean? Just take for granted the fact that they're your kid and they have to listen to you. And don't be a horrible parent, because it's going to come a day where the roles are going to reverse and you're going to need them. You're going to be old and tired and need some assistance. And if you haven't done right by your children, then what? Because they might have a kind enough heart, you know, to help you out. Or they might feel like, well, you weren't all that good of a parent, or you were absent altogether. I had to figure it out, so you figure it out. You know, you never know. You never know how the impact or lack of impact that you had on them will affect them later. So everybody, moral of the story, everybody show appreciation to everybody. Appreciate who you have in your life, what you have around you, what you have going on. Everything, of course, ain't perfect and probably will never be perfect. Ooh, all at once. But it can always be worse. And somebody, somewhere, is wishing that they had whatever advantages you might have, or they had, you know what I mean? They got what you got going on. To you, it's something to complain about. To them, it's like, man, I wish. You'd be surprised. So this is what I wanted to talk about to y'all, with y'all today. Just remind you to be thankful, be grateful that you are blessed and that you cannot take people for granted. I must really be hungry. I'm on the 5th one. I don't know why I wasn't this hungry when I did that 20 wing challenge, and I tried to eat a tray of 20 wings from JJ Fish and Chicken. And they were whole wings. It wasn't like wing dings. They were whole wings. I got through like 8 of them. And I'm like, well, that's what I mean when I say sometimes my eyes are bigger than my stomach. if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it. And I'm sure somebody somewhere needs to hear this message. We all need a reminder sometimes. You gotta keep eating, because if you don't, you're gonna get full. Your stomach is gonna catch up with your brain, and your brain gonna be like, oh, you probably had enough. And then you realize you're full, and you won't be able to finish your food. You pause and take a break. That's it. Last one. I am pretty much full, but I know I can do this. Knock this one right on out. Also, y'all, I don't know if y'all watch B Loves Life. She's a mukbanger. She's the person that made mukbangs popular in the United States. Because it was already a thing before she started doing it. But she made it popular here in the U.S. back in like 2017. She's my favorite mukbanger. She's like the person I watch all the time. Like if I'm not doing a mukbang myself and I want to eat something, I'm probably watching her, because in my mind, like, I'm eating with her or I'm eating what she's eating. I want to do a mukbang with her. So if y'all haven't seen her channel, go look at it. You'll see why. They call her the seafood boil queen. She is my inspiration behind my videos. And I really want to do a video with her. Maybe I'll be able to set that up after the pandemic is over. My heart still's not even really all that hard anymore. Ooh. Yeah, y'all. That's all I got for y'all today. I really appreciate y'all. I'm going to always tell y'all I appreciate y'all, because I really do. All the support, all my new subscribers. Those of you that are giving me feedback, like, I really, really appreciate that. It keeps me going. And like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day.